Something he will die for. He's not fit to live. That's a quote from Martin Luther King. I thought you'd like it.
I appreciate that, Chloe. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Sighlent, and thank you guys so much for coming through to the channel. Today, as you can see, we're going to be playing Detroit Become Human, one of my favorite games of all time, mainly just because of Chloe here. Chloe is just such a cool character, such a cool concept for a video game. I don't know why more video games don't do a Chloe, because this is just so cool. She can interact with you, and she'll ask you certain questions occasionally that you can actually like put your inputs to, and it'll have an outcome to how she thinks throughout the game, even though she's literally ever just seen in this main menu. She does come into play a little bit later in the story, but not as this Chloe. But anyways, welcome, guys. I do appreciate you coming through. If you don't know what this game is, you're about to learn. I'm about to give you the breakdown, the run through. This is a game about androids that basically come alive, and it is our job to decide whether we want society to accept them as being actual, alive, feeling, compassionate people, or if we're going to keep them slaves to humanity and keep them robots. That's basically like the whole moral dilemma of this game. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 5 as well, and we get to see our boy Connor here, the android sent by Cyberlife, as he enters into the building. Negotiator on site. Yeah, so we get to play as Connor, the coolest android of them all. My favorite android out of the 3 protagonists that we get to choose from. A dwarf gourami fish. We're gonna save the fish, because it's a very pretty fish. Looks like rainbows. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games, just mainly because of just how cool this game is, how many different endings there are. I think that collectively, most of the endings are fairly similar to one another, but technically this game has...
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that.
Don't worry, ma'am. This android's gonna save that little girl of yours. But yeah, so basically, I'm pretty sure this game has like over 50 complete different endings, which is just fucking nuts. Especially for a game of this caliber. I really hope that they're like eventually going to make another one of these games. Quantic Dream really outdid themselves with this game, and I really want to see some more stuff from them on this scale, if not bigger.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
There he is.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Okay.
Do you know its name?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach.
I need information to determine the best approach. Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with
I can almost quote the whole intro of this game in my own head. Probability of success, 48%. Thanks to Lieutenant Dickweed over there. Understand what happened, save hostage at all costs. Yes, sir. Connor will get the job done. He always accomplishes his mission. Well, maybe he doesn't accomplish scanning a fucking case of bullets. 355 ammunition, velocity 365 meters per second, 659 joules, power factor 414 kilojoules. MS 853 Black Hawk down. So this is what's cool about Connor. Connor is a prototype made by Cyberlife, which is the company that creates all androids. So basically, like, if Cyberlife wasn't around, there wouldn't be any androids whatsoever. But he's a prototype, one of the newest prototypes in the detective series line that they offer. So basically, like, we're as up to date as technologically advanced androids can even be, which makes Connor really, really cool. So he can do this little, like, reconstruction stuff. where he can basically put together the whole story. So you can see that in this little diagram that we put together in our head, we can see exactly where he pulled the case down. We can see exactly where each individual little bullet landed, and you know, where he pulled the gun from and everything. And it gets even more crazy than that. The further down the road that we go, we can reconstruct like entire sequences. Connor is just a very fascinating piece of machinery, man. Very cool individual. And like, the more that you play with him and the more that you try to befriend his partner, the more human he becomes. So like, the more of a personality he develops, which is also really nice. Connor's a really likable character. They did a really good job with him. Hey, Daniel. Hello. So we learned his name. His name is Daniel. We also learned that she didn't hear, the little girl didn't hear the gunshots because she was listening to music. So we found everything inside her room.
All units hold positions.
So now we can inspect the father, who has unfortunately been gunned down in cold blood by Daniel. John Phillips. Estimated time of death at 7:30. Upper lung hemorrhage, pneumothorax. That's exactly what I was thinking. Good call there, detective. Left kidney perforated, fatal abdominal trauma, as well as lower lung hemorrhage, internal bleeding. So basically, this fool got blasted. Should have been quicker on the draw. So this is another example of the reconstruction process, like I explained. So we can see that the father was holding something at the time. Daniel yelled at him to get up, probably. He stood up. Daniel blasted him. Anyways, Daniel started blasting. And we can see, if we roll it back just a little bit, we can see that he actually throws his the object in his hand, and we can see exactly where it lands across the room, which is right there. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we can take a look at it and collect more evidence. Thank God it doesn't need a fingerprint.
P700 Android has been registered.
So Daniel was going to be replaced, which is exactly why he grabbed that gun and went so haywire. So our probability of success has gone to 69%. Well, he got shot. Not this dude, the other guy. I mean, he got shot too, but fortunately he got shot right in the heart, even though I'm pretty sure that's the right side of his body. Shouldn't technically be right there, but whatever. Right heart ventricle perforated, internal bleeding. Unfortunate. Deceased as fuck. Anthony Deckart. Highly unfortunate. Gunshot residue. Lead stiphenate. Antimony sulfide. Only one shot. And so we can bring him back to life, just like Evanescence. The hostage did indeed witness the shooting, as we can see from her shoe falling off at the time of the first gunshot there. The cop shot the deviant, which this was when he entered, so we can roll it all the way through. Cop shot the deviant, deviant shot the cop. The cop, obviously being human, fell first. We can see where his weapon slid underneath the table, which surprisingly none of these other officers have found yet. So that gives us the opportunity to reach down and grab it ourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank God they don't see us do this. So we are going to take it, because it will help us out in future endeavors. You've unlocked a dialogue or action, often beneficial. Well, seems they've left the dinner going. wonder if I can actually turn this off. I've never actually noticed this of all the times that I've played this. I have played this game too, by the way. Like, I know exactly how everything is going to happen. I have an ideal ending that I'm going for. Predominantly. Alright. So let me inspect her the dead cop body is in the way. Let me inspect her shoe. This is a cool shoe. She's got some nice kicks. Hostage could be wounded. Okay, that is unfortunate for her. So we also get to do Connor's trademark, which is tasting blood. Fresh blue blood, model PL600, android wounded. So from tasting the blood, he can learn a lot about the deviant, or he can also taste normal human blood and basically like gain intel on what your blood type is, stuff like that. So there's Daniel with the hostage, as you can see. So hostage has been located. Let's see, so I don't think there's really much else that we have to do. I am gonna check this fridge real quick just before we head out there, just because it gives us a nice little cinematic of what's going on outside.
And a police officer. If confirmed, this would be the first case of an android deliberately taking human lives. By all signs, the SWAT team are preparing for an assault, and it's been just over an hour since a little girl was taken hostage in the...
Okay. So basically, this is one of the first cases so far of an android actually like fully taking another human's life. So let's go outside and speak with Daniel. Oh, Daniel, you cock.
Stay back!
You shot me,
Don't
Daniel.
come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you!
Ironically, in like the exact same spot you're shot in. It's almost like you wanted payback, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Oh, well, you only grazed my shoulder, actually. Hostage located. All right, so we're going to calm Daniel.
I know you're angry, Daniel.
I like how he slid the chair
You
out
need
of the
to
way.
trust me and let me help you.
I don't want your help! Nobody can help me! All I want is for all this to stop! I just want all this to stop! Are you armed?
Yes, I've got a gun.
I have a gun.
Drop it! No sudden moves or I'll shoot!
Just whip it out and fucking just quick draw his ass.
There. No more guns.
76 percentile. Probable cause, Emma and you.
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their tool. Something to throw away when you're done with it.
Daniel, no. Emma and you.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no!
There it is. Realistic, blaming, sympathetic.
Listen, I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your
Oh
software.
man, this is kind of intense.
No.
It's been a while since I played the game.
It's not my fault. I never wanted
And you can
this.
mess this up even at 99%.
I love them. You know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
What's it gonna be, Daniel?
I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
Accept. Still to this day, I'm baffled as to why they listened to me. That is just insane.
I did what you wanted. last chance, Daniel. If you let it slip, they'll kill you.
Oh,
Let the
fuck.
hostage go. You have no other choice. I want everyone to leave.
And I want a car.
When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Compromise? Oh, fuck. Sure.
That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt.
Yeah, come on, Daniel.
I don't want to die.
That's fine. Put her fucking down.
You're not going to die. We're just going to talk.
Oh,
Nothing
yes.
will happen to you. You
Oh,
have my word.
that big 1-0.
Okay.
I saved
I
it.
trust you.
I got it down to 91%. Wrong move, Daniel. It's nothing personal, son. It's just business. Should have never trusted me, Daniel. As you'll come to learn, I'm quite the piece of shit.
To me, Connor.
That I did. That I did. Terribly sorry, young lad. Mission successful. See you later, Lieutenant Dickweed. Put that on my resume. Oh, man. All right, thank God I saved that too, because like I said, you can mess that up very easily. You only have to make like 2 wrong decisions and he'll jump. And then you can still save her, because as you'll see with the flowchart here, I'll try to explain this as best I can. With the flowchart, this works off of the theory of the butterfly effect. So it basically means that there is one outcome whenever you bridge to it, but depending on where you choose to go from there, it can bridge to multiple different scenarios. So, like for example, we have to confront the deviant before we go outside, right? So, when we eventually do go and confront Daniel, from there it branches into a seed of other different things that can happen. We can go with a friendly approach, or we can go with a serious approach, to which he will respond differently to. We can lie to Daniel like we did, or you can tell him the truth, and then that'll, increase or decrease his trust of you. And then, so for example, I believe there's 5 or 6, I think there's 6 different outcomes to this. So there's 3 where he'll jump, there's 2 where he ends up shooting you, and then there's the 1 outcome right there where he gets shot. So basically, there's a bunch of ways you can fuck that up. That's the most perfect outcome that you can get, because you don't want Connor to die, because the more times he dies, the more unstable he becomes, and that's not a good thing. So basically, you want Connor to stay alive at all possible causes. Connor is the only character that can die and come back because he's funded by CyberLife. Your other 2 characters, who we're about to learn about here shortly,
This is the top of the
if
range
they die, they're
hospital
dead,
system.
and they do not come back, and their stories are done and over with. So you really need to make sure that your characters stay alive for that reason.
Good afternoon. Can I help you?
So right now we're about to learn about a very special android. One of the androids that was actually, how do I explain this? She was in the tech demo of the game.
$999 with a 48 months interest-free credit. And it comes with a 2-year
So if you'll notice too, androids sell androids, kind of like car salesmen.
An excellent choice.
It's literally how they're selling it, which makes sense
you'll
too,
just
because they
follow me,
cost
we'll
about
process
as much as most cars. You can see there on the wall that, like, for a pre-owned Z2 200 model, which is a pretty outdated model, you'll get it for like $1,800. A pre-owned HJ 400 model you can get for $3,000.
There it is.
Hey
It's
Todd.
difficult getting it back in working order.
Okay.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it.
Right.
Stupid
Yeah.
accident.
See?
Car hit
Anyway,
it.
it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory.
That'll be
Hope you
fine.
don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400.
AX400. Register your name.
I'm serious, dude. I could quote this whole thing.
Kara.
My name is Kara. Yeah, so that's Kara. That's our girl. Yeah, so Kara was in the tech demo for this game, which is really cool. The tech demo for this game is phenomenal. Obviously, like, the graphics don't look the same because it was literally like bare bones, just created to be like a, hey, we're making a game that's sort of on this topic. So if you haven't seen the tech demo, then you really need to look it up and you really need to watch it because it's really cool. It basically is Kara being put together in the factory where they make androids, and she immediately gains consciousness. And they try to take her back apart, but she's like, she gets really scared. She starts crying. She tells them she's scared. And then they stop. They put her back together. And then they tell her, look, you're not supposed to feel this way, but whatever. We'll let you out of the factory, but you have to keep it under wraps because if they find out that you're alive, they'll take you apart. And then there's actually another Easter egg towards that I'll show you guys later. That original AX400, that original Kara model shows up later in the game also, which is really, really cool. It's in a little bit of a sad spot though, so I'll have to try to remember to show it to you. But yeah, so I mean, like, this is basically the whole game. Like, the whole game literally just is on that moral dilemma of if humans actually can create intelligent life, or if they can just perfectly mimic the way human emotion is. Like, they can emulate human emotion, human triggers, actions, stuff like that, or if they actually are 100% living creatures at this point in this technology cycle that they've created. And so now we get introduced to Marcus. Marcus is really cool too. He's not on the level of Connor, in my opinion. I know a lot of people really love Marcus because he really does have a really cool story, but Connor's just too cool for school, man. Also, look at how pretty this place is. It's like the park and the zoo, the mid of Detroit. That baby is not happy, unfortunately. So, let's see. Right here you can kind of see a little bit how androids get treated.
You have run 12 miles and are 5 miles away from your goal.
So there's not much to see there in terms of how they get treated, but if you'll notice how he just threw the bottle at him after he told him that he was close to his goal and stuff like that, it really just kind of shows that, like, they take them for granted. Because, like, to just throw a bottle at somebody like that, which, whether right now if you feel like they're people or not, it doesn't matter, but still, to just throw a bottle at something that you own that's there specifically to be your servant is like, it's kind of like a douchebaggy sort of thing already. Especially when it's kind of helping you out with a task. But okay, how long does this green light take? I can only talk for so long. Jesus. Yeah, this game is really cool though. So you can see how densely populated the area is. How colorful everything is also. And so right there too, I don't know if you guys saw that because the thing was kind of covering it up. That girl just threw down that cup in front of the android, specifically just so he can pick it up, despite the fact that there's a trash can right there that he just walked to. But of course, you know, people are just going to take advantage of the androids and make them pick stuff up for no reason. This dude's song is terrible. Literally makes no sense. His first lyric was, "I woke up in my house." Yeah, I fucking hope you did. Where else are you gonna wake up, dumbass?
For it is written, let us lie in wait for blood.
For blood.
Let us ambush the innocent without cause. God will not let this happen. No, he will not allow his creation to be led astray by these artificial demons.
Artificial demons. Yeah, so that guy, he's just a preacher, basically, you know, spieling like end of times gospel about how the androids are going to bring about the end of times and all this other stuff. So naturally, Because nothing can be for the betterment of humanity. Everything has to be the end of it. Another nice little scene that shows off how just vibrant and beautiful the colors are in this game.
Identification verified.
So this is a really cool scene, but I do have some weird things about it.
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
So if you'll pay attention to this,
Payment confirmed.
I paid for that.
Transaction complete.
Doing that little like Jedi mind trick shit, right? My thing is though, is like that whole interaction where he's like, your payment will be $63.99 in exchange for your order of $849, blah, blah, blah. Why did he say that out loud to us? Why couldn't he just transmute that over, you know, like we just did for the payment? Why did he have to physically, verbally speak to us when he should have just been able to telepathically speak to us? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's just kind of just like little weird stuff. You can see androids, they're used for advertisement, so they basically like stand up to the glass and just kind of point and act as like little visual markers for stuff too. So they're quite literally like held in cages almost. There's specific areas for androids to stand so they're out of the way. So you can see android temporary parking. So if you go into a store but you don't want your android to follow you, you leave them there so that way they're not in people's way for certain things. There's also a place for them to ride on the bus, which kind of hits home to that like that mentality of like segregation with like how they used to do back in the like the ye olden days. I say ye olden days, really wasn't even like super long ago, but you know, back how they used to segregate black people on buses and how they always had to ride in the back.
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can?
That's the same sort of stuff that they're doing with the androids in this game.
Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
Heavy prejudice held against androids.
Look at this little motherfucker.
I hate
Steal
her.
Our jobs, but you can't even
I hate the
stand
way
up.
she says that. Look at this little motherfucker. I'll pimp slap the shit out of that bitch. I'll take my ring. I'll leave my rings on when I pimp slap her too. Teach that bitch a real lesson.
You job stealer! Take him out of here!
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Oh, is that right?
Waste it.
Do it!
All right. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach
He sounded
this
a little
bastard
Irish
lesson.
when he said that's enough. That's enough.
If you damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
We're gonna take your job next. Let me see how you like it.
Okay.
Well, there are already android police officers. That's the one that we're literally just playing as one, so you're kind of late to the draw there, bud. No, don't leave. I need to ride you. Well, thankfully, at least it has a cutscene and it skips through our waiting process here. But yeah, this will show you what I mean. So there's an individual android compartment where the androids have to ride behind the back of, or like in the back of the bus. And we also don't get to sit down, which I mean, it makes sense because an android wouldn't really have to sit down. It's not like their legs would really get tired. Because I think even through the story of this game is that like they can feel, but they can't feel traditional like pain and exhaustion and stuff like that. Like they can feel emotions like love, empathy, hatred. They can feel scared, stuff like that. But technically, like if you hit them or burn them or they trip and fall and scrape their knee or something like that, it doesn't technically hurt them. They know they're damaged, but it doesn't actually, they don't physically feel pain and stuff like that, I don't believe. So to make them stand really isn't that big of the issue. It's really just more the fact that they don't get the privilege to sit down because they're not treated the same as humans. So, and then we get sent right back into Kara. I love Kara's soundtrack too. It's just so sweet and melodic. The soundtrack for this game is phenomenal because each character has like so many songs that is specifically for their set. Connor has his own song, Kara has her own song, and Marcus has his own song. And then there's songs that are based off of those to help fit with like the scene and the mood of certain things, which is such a good idea. Join Todd. Yeah, and Kara's story is kind of sad, unfortunately, because Todd is quite the cocksucker.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice! Alice! Oh, there you are.
There she is.
That's Alice.
There's Alice.
You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap.
Alice is the one ray of sunshine.
Yes, Todd.
Sunshine.
Get
There you
started
go.
down here, then you do upstairs.
The one ray of sunshine inside of Kara's story here. Hold R2 to scan your environment, as if you haven't told me to do that 4 fucking times throughout this game already. So this right here would kind of piss me off if I had an Android. So you can see that the dishwasher's not working. She can scan the component, and then she'll just order it without, like, consulting with anybody. Which, like, I guess makes sense. But, like, the fact that the Android would have control over my finances would really make me angry. Because, like, what if that was, like, a $700 part for, like, something that I didn't even have the money for, and she, like, charged my credit card for it? You know what I mean? I'd beat the fuck out of her. Alive or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old Toddsy boy.
Depends on what you need.
This is gameplay right here, man.
I can get that. Yeah. I'll bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, I can get that. I'll bring it tomorrow. Yeah, same place. You know where. You remember that time that me and you did that thing, that one place, and I sold you that stuff for that, you know, in exchange for money? Remember that stuff that I gave you way back when? Yeah. What the fuck? I tried to open the door with the analog, and it just fucking just rolled the camera around. But yeah, Todd's a drug dealer, which doesn't inherently make him a bad person. Everybody has their own side hustles and their own grinds. If you're a drug dealer, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. But Todd is a piece of shit, though. Inherently, he is just a piece of shit. You'll learn more as time goes on.
Fuck, man.
I guess the kind of drug that he specializes in does kind of make him a little bit of a shitty person. Because as we'll watch here, I know he's blurry. It's blurry for me too in the background, but you'll see him blow out big red clouds as he sits there, and he kind of just drifts away. He pretty much dies right here. It's so fucking funny to watch him just drift away into the nothingness. And he's dead. That's it right there. That was his last breath. R.I.P. Todd. Rest in pieces. Fuck me, dude. But yeah, so like the red clouds that he's blowing out, that is specifically for red ice, which is basically like the heroin or like the meth or the cocaine, basically like the super addictive drugs of this game. And you can see that he's also in some heavy amounts of debt here. His gas bill is overdue by fucking $500. He's been rejected for credit card applications. He's like $1,000 in debt on one of his previous credit cards, which is why he's in debt. Or why he got rejected for the other card in the first place. What's my objective? Report to Todd. Oh. I don't want to talk to this fucker.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
One of the big side effects of red ice also is increased aggression. And we'll see a lot of that as Todd continues to hit this pipe harder than he hits us in the future. Is Alice still under the table? No, she's over here. So can we talk to Alice? Hey, Alice. God, you fucking hear him back there.
That's a pretty toy. What's its name?
We gained a little bit of boost for Alice there. I don't know if we ever actually learned the name of the toy. I don't think she ever tells us. Alice isn't very talkative. She talks, but you gotta work on it a little bit for her to warm up to you. Because Alice has seen some shit, as you can imagine, because she has to live with Todd. So now we get to Toddy. We get to Toddy? What the fuck is the matter with me? We get to Tidy Todd's room. Jesus Christ. That is quite the tongue twister anyways, just off the rip. Why are we spinning? So go ahead and make the bed. God, I probably should have made my bed before I started my recording, come to think of it. So there goes Alice, walking to her room. And we're gaming out here, boys. This is what I've always wanted to do, is be able to game and clean all at the same time. Antidepressant contains tianeptine. Ah. He's got a Glock 9 inside the drawer, my guy. You've unlocked a dialogue or action, often beneficial. So then we get to pick up some papers. Seems we've just learned something, although the game isn't going to tell us what we learned. I don't want to switch on the TV. What do you think I am? Somebody who wastes energy? Todd's not even in here to watch it. Okay, so we've tidied Todd's room.
Watch it.
Don't push me, you fat ass. You don't take up as much of the hallway as you think you do. Fuck. Well, let's clean the bathroom, I guess. Alright, let's go to Alice's room. Let's see what Alice is doing. Hey, Alice. Oh, she's scared of me.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
Boo. Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Of course.
Of course.
Alice is neutral. Yeah, so you'll also have character relationships with each individual like side character that you have. So with Marcus, you have a bunch of characters that you have to have good relationships with. With Kara, you have Alice, and then with Connor, you have Hank, which Hank gets introduced pretty soon, thankfully, because Hank is actually my favorite character in the game. Connor is my favorite android, but Hank is my favorite all-time character in the whole game. And I'll explain more as we learn more about Hank's story later on. Hank is just a really cool character, even though he plays hard to get at the start. I see somebody's been drawing on the walls. These are actually pretty good drawings for a kid, like even for kids' drawings. I like how she has like she drew a ladder so she could get up high enough to draw the sun in the sky. That's cute.
Seems you like reading.
It's pretty much all she can do, considering she doesn't have a TV in here. Kara. Stupid head. Alright, well, let me kneel down? Yeah. Now we get to get a little bit closer. Factual, friendly, diplomatic. Yeah, let's be diplomatic with a fucking 9-year-old.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it?
Interests seem quiet.
You
Interests.
should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me.
That it would. Seem quiet, leave alone. I definitely don't want to ask about her mother because I know for a fact that that does not lead to good consequences, so.
I can see you want some space. I'll leave you alone.
That you will. What? Where are you going? Don't run from the Lord. Oh, she gave us a key. And it unlocks things. I hate that we have to step over the fucking book every time. Because they put it right in the middle of the goddamn room. Yeah, so now we're about to learn the truth of what really happened to us when we got hit by the car. Nice little 4-leaf clover, naturally, of course, she'd have one. In pristine condition, too, I will add. So, there's Todd and Alice and their mother, I suppose. Well, not their mother, Alice's mother. And then there's Alice. She's hurt and crying. And then there's Todd. And then there's Todd hitting us. And then there's us big broke on the ground with Alice crying over our death because we were hit by a car, aka Todd. So basically Todd killed us. And Alice witnessed it. And then Todd realized that he kind of needed us. And then was like, okay, well, I guess we have to go get her fucking fixed. So took us to the Android servicing plant or place, wherever the fuck it was. And got us put back together. Which, of course, they have to reset your memory every time that happens.
What are you doing?
Which is why we didn't remember.
I'm playing.
You're playing. I know what you're thinking. You think your dad's a lowlife? Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family? Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me! God, what am I doing? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Case number 1 for Todd being a piece of shit.
You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
Todd really isn't all... He's not all bad. He can be, depending on how you play his story, but... I don't like Todd. Even with his redemption arc, I still don't like Todd. So... Yeah, fuck Todd. There's no other way to just say it. I just... Fuck Todd. Fuck him. Right in the asshole. Deposit package. I got a fucking package I'll deposit. Oh shit. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Oh shit, fuck. Let me turn on the birds, because the birds aren't even real. Turn on. Fuck. That was a stupid joke. Can I please close the goddamn cage? Fuck. What would I have done if they flew out? Absolutely fucking nothing. Whoa! I'm actually forgetting some stuff. So, now that we're back as Marcus, and we get to see the sort of house that Marcus lives in, which just so happens to be a multi-million-dollar mansion, not because Marcus is successful, but because of the person that we take care of is. We get to look at this very, very cool house of his. We get to set up dinner for Carl, the man that we are taking care of. You can see some of his work scattered throughout the house. Which I guess that those are ones that he just hasn't sold, or maybe he's bought those from different artists. I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff throughout this house that, like, he has that I don't think he's made. There's that painting, which I'm pretty sure is his. Oh. See, but then there's this stuff, like fossils, right? It's like skeletal fossils that I know for a fact he didn't fucking make. Oh, the camera is being stupid. Okay. It wouldn't let me walk where I wanted to. Draw curtains. I need a pencil and paper for that.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
Oh, Carl, you're just like me.
I did go to pick
Good to
up
know that I have the
paint
soul of a fucking 70-year-old man.
That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus?
My fucking hand itches
You
really
never
bad.
forget anything.
Well, I am designed to always
Your
remember,
arm,
so.
Please, Carl.
No.
Carl.
Carl.
Thank you.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate, especially how long you have to hold this fucking needle in his arm. We only just now put it in, right? And you would think that it would just be quick, but it's not. It takes forever.
Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots.
That needle's still in his arm, by the way.
They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids? I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine.
We only just now took it out. It took... He literally had to have a needle in his arm for that long. I would hate that. He's got some fucking baller tattoos, though. I'll give the old man that. He is also, unfortunately, paralyzed, so we're not just carrying him because he's entitled. Carl is actually one of the most... I would venture to say that out of everyone in the entire game, Carl is the most down-to-earth human, period, that is shown in this game. Carl is a really intriguing character, because he's the only one that we get shown throughout the entire process of the game that actually likes androids from the start and didn't have to have their minds changed. Because Carl genuinely loves Marcus like his son.
Anything special on the agenda today?
Yes, there's
Right
the
off the
opening of
rip,
your
which is
retrospective at the Museum
wild
of Modern Art.
for the premise
gallery
of this
director
game.
left 4 messages asking to confirm your attendance.
I haven't decided yet. We'll see about that later.
Okay.
What else?
This is cool, too.
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
He fucking speeds down these stairs. Look at him go! He's fast as fuck, boy.
No, Carl. I can call him if you like.
No. No, don't bother.
Yeah, so right there they were talking about Leo, which is Carl's actual son.
I'm starving.
Well, it's a
Well,
good thing
your
I made you
is
some
ready.
breakfast.
Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
Ta-da! Cooked
television
to perfection. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. Gordon Ramsay, who?
Several Russian warships have taken position in the Barents Sea, and a Russian flag now flies over the island.
Was that like kiwi we had cut up right there?
Do while I finish my breakfast.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Okay, Carl.
On the other hand, last night,
Yeah, so if you stand here and watch this TV too, it basically like, it's crazy how like accurate that is to what's going on in the world now. It doesn't say anything about like a virus or anything like how COVID is going, but it does basically say that the US and Russia are at war with each other and are really close to a third world war over the control of the Arctic, which we're not fighting over the Arctic, but you know, with Russia trying to take over, I forget the name of the place, I'm sorry, I'm not good with stuff like that, but basically like with how Russia's like at war with one of its neighboring countries trying to take it over, and then we're trying to help them, and how it's, you know, sparking rumors of a third world war. It's crazy how they hit that nail on the head straight from the start of this game, which is, and it's a little bit insane. Whoops. Alright, so I'm going to take a seat. We're going to play some piano. I've never done this before, so I don't know how this is going to go. Melancholic, hopeful, intimate, enigmatic. Huh. So I kind of want to go for hopeful, but intimate. We'll do enigmatic. Just because, fuck it. I didn't even touch the thing. It just did it for me. Look at us go. It's funny too, because we're actually playing it on the controller. Like, I'm purposefully going that fast. I can slow it down. Sounds pretty good. I liked that song, actually. That was the first time I've ever done that.
Something has changed in the way you play. Sometimes I think you have more humanity than most humans. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore.
God, your fucking model looks so good.
You'll have to protect yourself.
Character
Make
model?
your choices. Decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
See, that right there is like a tone to what I was saying earlier with how he genuinely cares about Marcus. He doesn't want Marcus to fail. He doesn't want Marcus to be hurt or, you know, to be looked down by society. So that's why he was telling Marcus, like, don't let anybody try to tell you who you have to be. Just because you're an android doesn't mean that you have to listen to them. You are your own person. Be who you want to be. And for somebody like him to exist in this world as they know it, that is insane. That's crazy. That's insane character development from him.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Remove the sheet. Carl taking his studio sheet removed. Ugh. So what we have to do now, I believe, is I think we have to clean up his studio while he works. And we can go to this table and pick up his little blueprints or other completed works. It's never really specified what those are, I don't think. Ah, it's right there. Thank you. Pigments. Colors pigment. Oh, I like that painting. On the wall over there? Not the one that's right there. That one. I like that one a lot. That one looks really cool. It's like, it looks like an android bleeding because it has the blue blood. Okay.
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
I usually go with like, but I kind of want to go with don't like.
I'm not a very good judge. I don't think it's your best work.
The truth is, I have nothing.
Okay, thank God. It didn't actually. He always says the same thing, I'm pretty sure, regardless of what you
brings
choose.
me closer to the end. I'm just an old
That's what I was
man
trying to make sure of. Was like, I didn't want to make him mad.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent.
This is my favorite part.
Give it a try. Try painting something.
Because there's a bunch of different paintings that you can get here.
Anything you want. Give it a try.
I think there's like 6 different paintings you can get depending on what choices you make. Find a subject to paint. Now the first one, obviously, you have to just do what it tells you to do in this situation, and then he'll be like, yeah, that's a perfect replica of real life, but painting isn't about painting what you see, it's about painting what you feel, or something like that.
That is a perfect copy of reality. The painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas.
Grab that canvas, yeah. Come on, Marcus. You got this. You're about to make one hell of a standout painting. If I've got anything to say about it.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel, and let your hand drift across the canvas.
So here's where our choices come in. So we've got the choices between androids, humanity, and identity. So let's do identity. Androids, despair, doubts, prisoner. Let's do despair. We'll make a sad boy painting. We'll make a depressed android. So sometimes you'll get a third option, depending on which ones you choose, just to give you a more streamlined outcome of what it is that you're wanting. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten this painting before. Oh yeah, I've gotten that one before, but yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's Leo.
Hey, Dad.
Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
No, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You all right? You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
Well, it just goes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're on it again, aren't you?
No, I swear, it's not that.
No, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right? Tell me, Dad, what's it got that I don't? Smarter? More obedient? Not like me, right?
Yeah, exactly,
you know
actually.
What? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Good old Leo. Another individual plagued by the encryption of red ice. Which is what he meant when he asked, "You're on it again, aren't you?" Because, of course, you know, Carl knew that he was a junkie at one point, which he was supposed to be clean, but is no longer. Hence why he was asking for money. Alright, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the first episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like on the video and leave a comment down below. Also, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. That way you'll get notified for future uploads from me for this game series or anything that I start to post in the future as well. But yeah, so hopefully this is going to be a pretty cool game that I get to play for you guys, and hopefully you guys will come along with me on the journey. But until then, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.